Peace and love, everybody. This is Young Nas from iGotOptions LLC, and in this video I want to talk about what the bearish pin bar pattern is. Alright, so this candlestick pattern is the opposite of the bullish pin bar pattern, which I talked about in one of my previous videos. And this is a candlestick pattern that signals a reversal to the downside happening. Alright, so with bullish pin bars, they signal uptrends, right? With bearish pin bars, they signal downtrends. So one of the key things I want y'all to pay attention to is notice the shape, right? Notice the form of this candle. We see this long tail on the top and this small body at the bottom. All right, so what this tells us is that at one point, the price of this candle was all the way up here. So ultimately, these candles were bullish, right? Or they were both green. However, a lot of selling happened. All right, so it didn't close here. It started selling off drastically, and then it closed at this price. So this tells us that there's rejection, right? Rejection of higher prices. These candlesticks tried going up, but sellers stepped in and pushed it back down. Now, with that being said, these candlestick patterns are frequent. You are going to see these patterns on a regular basis. However, from my experience, I recommend that you pay attention to these candlestick patterns at resistance levels. And the reason why is because you're less likely to get faked out. All right, so I have up a chart of Boeing on a daily time frame, and notice how this stock rallied up, and then it went up to this point before it started reversing back down. And when it picked back up to this old resistance level, notice this one candlestick right here. That looks an awful lot like the bearish pin bar. We see a long tail at the top of the candle, which means that the price of this candle was all the way up here at one point, but then sellers took it back down, and the body of this candle is relatively thin. Now, this could have attracted a lot of traders and investors, and they could have swung it to the downside. All right, and as we see here, they would have profited off of that move. So this is what bearish pin bars are, and this is how you can trade bearish pin bars to your advantage.